Hello and welcome to this episode of Health Matters on Channels Television. Thanks for staying with us. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. Tuberculosis, popularly called TB, is among the top 10 causes of death globally. According to figures from the WHO, out of 10.4 million people ill with TB in 2015, 1.8 million died. Nigeria is one of the 6 countries which account for 60% of the world's TB burden. It's a common complication among HIV positive people, responsible for the deaths of 35% of them in 2015. The occurrence of TB, however, fell by about 1.5% every year between 2000 and 2015, a period in which 49 million lives were saved through TB diagnosis and treatment. My guest is from the Public Health Department at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital and is a member of the American Public Health Association. Dr. Angela Emechebe, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so TB seems to be a fairly common word in Nigeria. Almost everybody calls it TB. We want to know, what are the symptoms of TB? What do they look like?
Okay, so what the patient presents with when they come into the clinic or the health facility, they come in with cough, and this is barking cough, productive of bloody sputum, bloody saliva. Let me come to the...
So things come up.
Yeah, things come up. So with unexplained weight loss and also fever for more than a month. So anyone that has these 3 major symptoms for more than a month, you should start suspecting TB.
Okay, so if it's less than a month...
If it's less than a month...
maybe things are okay.
But once there's hemoptysis, which is coughing out of blood, it's a big pointer to tuberculosis.
Could we say then that if the patient is coughing up blood at whatever time, 2 weeks, 1 week, the person should be concerned?
Yes.
Well, I'm aware, I don't know if the viewers are aware, but they will be now, that TB affects the lungs.
Yes.
What does it do to the lungs, actually?
Tuberculosis has different types. So the one we are talking about now is a pulmonary TB, which affects the lungs. And what it does is that it creates like what you call cavitations, like holes, patches in the lungs. And that's what causes, when you breathe, it's like the lung is working more than it should. It's labored, it's tired. So you find yourself that when you cough, some of them complain that when they walk a short distance, they are breathless, they are panting for breath. It means that the lung is fighting, trying to fight the infection.
What's the mode of, how does
transmission
it spread? Yes.
Tuberculosis, they are droplets, Mycobacterium bacilli, which causes TB, are droplets nuclei. So you don't see them. Someone coughs, sneezes, 1,000,000, 1,000 is released into the air because it's an airborne disease. So you breathe and it goes into your system.
Wow.
So it's an airborne disease.
Can everybody catch it?
Yes, everyone is predisposed to this. That's the sad part.
Okay, so let's just say that, okay, look at this lady now, she's sneezing. She has her nose covered. Could we say this is the proper etiquette for sneezing? Because I wouldn't want to be around when someone is sneezing and not covering the nose.
They always say the best thing to do when you want to cough, use your elbow.
Okay.
But when you use the handkerchief, you will still dust it.
Yes.
And the droplets, the Mycobacterium bacilli that you release into your handkerchief, so when you dust it, it still releases into the air.
Okay, if nobody is around, and those droplets just, they go into the air, they go into the ground, how long can they live? Can somebody come the next day breathing and still catch?
Yes. It could stay for 3-4 days.
That means that being careful is not enough, it seems.
Being careful is not enough, because if not, why would someone that works in a corporate environment in an office get TB? I mean, you're eating well, you're well dressed. TB doesn't look at faces. What happens is, because you're in an environment, like say we're here, the windows are not open, the place is not well ventilated, that's what the bacteria likes.
Okay.
It survives in an enclosed place. So it's easier for me to transmit TB to you if we're in this room.
Okay.
Even if I cough and I go out and the room is shut, one can also get it. For example, you have a driver. He's driving you every day. And each day he coughs, he releases the bacterium
into your air-conditioned car.
Washes the car every day, comes back the next day, he coughs again. That's the likelihood of you getting it.
Okay. Now, TB has a vaccine.
Yes.
And babies get it. At least all babies are supposed to get it.
Yes.
So what's the effect of this vaccine if, you know, tuberculosis is still so rampant? Doesn't it last a lifetime?
It's supposed to last a lifetime. But one thing you have to know is, these BCG vaccinations, how were they? Was there proper cold chain done? Because some of these vaccines given maybe in the 80s, even presently, if it's not properly preserved, sometimes they say a vial is supposed to serve 20 children.
Okay.
So you can imagine in the health center, people that are not educated, they give that vial, they give it to you, they keep it for the next baby. The second day, what they're just giving is water. Because after a while, the potency of that vial has been lost. So most times, I believe that some children that were vaccinated with BCG, it wasn't the proper
before we go to talk about the cold chain,
yes,
let's say hypothetically that every child who is vaccinated gets it and gets a good one.
Yes.
Is that the route to elimination?
I wouldn't say it's dicey. I wouldn't say it's a route, because children hardly infect adults. Adults do infect children.
Okay.
So even with them having BCG, if they are not properly fed, if they are living in an overcrowded area, it's still